Check out the Alternative Games Twitter account, link in the description.
Hello and welcome to a new video, and welcome to my review of Metroid Zero Mission. So this is a remake of the original Metroid, which came out for the GBA in 2004, and it really is one of the best remakes ever, because the original Metroid really needed a remake. It had a very weird save system. You had to put in strange passcodes, and it had no map, and it was rather antiquated. And I think this game really updated it faithfully. So without further ado, let's get on with the review.
Metroid Zero Mission is a blueprint which I yearn to see more remakes take note of. The game is a remake of the original Metroid game from 1986, and is also my personal favourite Metroid game. The game is a nice midpoint between the imposing, occasionally confusing, and at times unforgiving old Metroid games, and the hand-holding newer games, namely Metroid Fusion. It shows one the way to go for sure, but it does not tell one how to get there. It is all done without words, giving the player simply a glowing point on the map. The solution is not perfect, and there are better ways of alleviating this problem, but it's the best compromise that I feel the Metroid series has reached. The graphics are bright and vibrant. However, when playing the game on the Wii U as I did, the game is better experienced on the gamepad, as the lower resolution of this Game Boy Advance game does not translate well to any screen over 12 inches. The music is stellar no matter what the output device is. The simple chiptunes are surprisingly layered, achieving a blend of both the catchy and simple tracks of the NES days and the more ambient and atmospheric tracks indicative of modern games. Composers Kenji Yamato and Minako Hamano remastered the classic soundtrack in a way which instills both awe and suspense in the player. Fun fact, Kenji Yamato's work also includes Punch-Out!, Donkey Kong Country Returns, and Super Metroid. Interestingly, he's been involved in one way or another in the music of every Metroid game since Super Metroid, bar Metroid Other M. Wait a second. Kenji! Metroid Prime Federation Force needs you! Anyway, I'll leave a link to his Wikipedia page in the description for anyone who's interested. Narrative-wise, the game now stands on its own 2 feet in terms of story delivered during the game, but those nostalgics who reminisce over the days of instruction manuals being a source of lore-building reading material will find it in this game's manual, which is also in the Virtual Console release. There are some new additions to the story as well, which should spice things up for returning players, so it's definitely worth a try on that front. If I had to make one last criticism, it would be that one can only save in specific save rooms. I know this is a series staple, but while this is no problem on a console, it is not always the most amenable for a game designed for a portable system. This was probably done to balance the game and eliminate save stumping. Another potential way to fix this problem, though, could have been that if one saved and restarted the game, they would respawn at the nearest checkpoint. If these checkpoints were frequent enough, I feel as though it wouldn't be half as inconvenient. Yet the game could maintain its challenge, and people would not be forced to either backtrack to find a save room or to push on. Ultimately, Metroid Zero Mission is a fantastic game that I would recommend to longtime fans of the series, and I also think it's the best jumping in point in the entire series. The game isn't the best handheld game, and unfortunately suffers from the AAA mentality that any 2D game must be on a handheld, a mentality which has been helped in recent years with the advent of digital downloads, but gosh dang would I have loved a hand-drawn Metroid Zero Mission back in the day on the GameCube.
So that was Metroid Zero Mission. I really think it is one of the best remakes that has ever been made, and if you like this video, and think it's one of the best ever made, please don't forget to like it down below. Please tell me what you think of Metroid Zero Mission, any games you want me to review, and if you have not already, please subscribe.